Quo Vadis. Now, how many of you know the translation of Quo Vadis besides the clergy? That is the old greeting of knights of long ago, and it means, where goest thou? So, to Pi Chapter, where goest thou? Quo Vadis. I didn't plan on addressing the group. I seem to have an allergic reaction to microphones. But my first thought is that I have a feeling that I need to go to the bathroom. But it is my pleasure to be here for this. It really is a wonderful conclusion to my first intention. Excuse me. When we came to Nebraska in 1950, it was soon after that I made the first effort to reform our Pi Chapter here. And I talked to the bishop, and he said, that's wonderful. I think that's wonderful, and it is indeed. But the timing is bad, because I am presently getting the Newman Club started, and that is the big thing then. He says, when we get that going, then yes. But with the change of bishops and things, it never materialized until our present bishop, I guess, had told you that we needed a Catholic fraternity in Nebraska. And so the germ took hold. And thanks to you all for building it. I was privileged to have been on the initiation team to reactivate Epsilon Chapter at Lawrence, Kansas, and for our colonization group in Arkansas. So this is another crown at my cap. I'm really privileged to have done this, and it's sure great to see all of you. I did bring some things that I would donate for the group, and one is the Phi Kappa songbook. It was printed in 1939 for the golden anniversary of Phi Kappa Theta. Besides the pledges, can you tell me when Phi Kappa started? In 1889 at Brown University. And so this was celebrating the golden anniversary. It's really appropriate, I think, for this time to have that. I also pitched in some of the old songs that we used to use for serenading and visiting, getting the sorority girls out of study class. I also bought my old fraternity pin. It's so intricate on there, I was too shaky to put it back on my shirt this morning. And I guess that could be put in your time capsule, but it doesn't belong to me anymore. I gave it to my wife in 1941, and she says, you can't give it away. So, but I do have it here for some of you to see. And I do have a lapel pin, recognition pin from the old Phi Kappa days, which is the temple of Phi Kappa. And I have an extra of that, so I'll have one of those for your time council. The union of the two Catholic fraternities, I happen to have a hand in also. I met the traveling secretary of Theta Kappa Phi at a short course at Purdue for a short course for fraternity officers. And we built a great friendship in that week we were there. And we talked at that time. I think there were only 5 active chapters in Theta Kappa Phi. And long through the next several years, there were a lot of talk about combining the two. And so that became Phi Kappa Theta. So this has really been a great privilege for me to be able to attend this. I do recognize a few of the names around here that I had association with. Ed Schwarzkopf is a great alderman of Nebraska University. I think he played football on the team that played in the Rose Bowl about 50 years ago. So Ed Schwarzkopf. I think that's a kid. My wife and I have belonged to the dance club down here for 50 years, I guess, and continued to dance with them until about 2 years ago. My wife is now housebound, but we sure had a lot of great times down here with this community. I better get out of here.
Dr. Wempe's pledge pin, or now his wife's pledge pin, or active pin, will be here on display, and then he'll take it back with him when he leaves in a little while, so surely come look at it if you like. And the original songbooks. Thank you so much, Dr. Wempe, for not only the legend that you are in forming these 2 chapters together, helping to do that, and the groundwork you've laid at so many other chapters around the country, but most especially helping us to get started here and talking to the bishop. And I would say it's safe to say the Newman Center is going now, or the Newman Club's going good, so we can do both. Thank you, Dr. Wempe. So moving forward, we're going to invite Father Mattia up in just a moment, and he will do the formal, say some words, and we'll do the formal rite of blessing here. Then we're going to have the chapter members and some of the leadership council members, as well as we've had a lot of people say, you know what, this is a great project, and I'm one of these. This is a great project. I got a son who's 6, one that's 3, and one that's 4 months. I can't wait for them to live in this chapter house someday. So we're going to take some pictures with the formal groundbreaking with the current members. Then we're going to do a final shot of the future Phi Caps. So if there's any young boys that want to come be a part of it, so someday maybe they pledge the house in 15, 10 years, 5 years, they could see what it looked like the day that it got started. So I'm going to pass it over to Father Mattia.